Okay, so we're going to look at question 5 of the June or Term 2 control test. And this is the organic reactions question. And at the beginning of this, I just want to go through how you look at the flow diagram so that it makes sense. So you're not continually having to go backwards and forwards, so you understand what they're asking. And we may do more information than we need, but it will make it easier for us when we get to the end. So here we go. Right at the beginning, it always starts from the middle. Okay, so we've got where it starts here. There's a double bond over here, and there's 3 carbons. So this is propene, all right, in the middle here, and this is an alkene. We know that. Then they show a whole bunch of reactions, and they go from the alkene. For A, it becomes propane. So we break the double bond and add hydrogen. So this is actually an addition reaction. Alright, I'm not going to say what type unless they ask me later. Then they go from propane it becomes compound Y. And now we've got to have an idea, what is compound Y? Well, they give us a hint because they also say propene is added to HCl. So first of all, that's also an addition reaction, but by adding the HCl, it's going to turn into a haloalkane. And actually, the double bond's going to break. The chlorine's going to go on the second one, so it's going to be 1, 2, 3. The chlorine's going to go over there. But for propane to turn into a haloalkane, we have to have a substitution reaction because our hydrogen comes off. It's all still single bonds. To go from a haloalkane to propene, which is C, we have to eliminate. So this is an elimination reaction because I'm now creating double bonds. Again, for D over here, we're going from propene with HBr, so this is going to make bromopropene, okay, and it goes on the second one because that's got the least number of carbons. And this would be a addition reaction. The opposite of that, which is what D would be, is an elimination reaction. Then compound X becomes an alcohol. This is definitely a substitution reaction. And we would have added H2O or a dilute strong base. To go from alkene to alcohol, and we add H2O, that's again an addition reaction. To go from the alcohol to the alkene has to be elimination, it's the opposite. To go from the alcohol to the haloalkane, that has to be addition. Alright, so now this alcohol will be 1, 2, 3, and the OH goes on the second one, because the double bond breaks and all the things we add go onto the C. Okay, onto the second C, because it's got the least number of hydrogens on it. I've got an idea of what I've got. So once I've written all of this in, and of course propane is just simply all those 3, they're not full reactions, it doesn't matter. But now I've got an idea of what's happening in this. It makes it easier for me to make some decisions about what they're asking me. So the first thing is give a reason why propene is classified as unsaturated. Please be careful here. Unsaturation in what we got is it contains a double bond. It's not enough. So does a carboxylic acid. So does an ester. They're not considered unsaturated. It's unsaturated because there's a double bond between 2 carbon atoms. It's very specifically between the 2 carbon atoms. Alright, please be careful, it's a silly way to lose marks. Then they say, oh wait, what type of reaction is A? Hang on, we did that. It's addition. Now, if I wanted to know what type of addition, it's hydrogenation, because I just added a hydrogen, but you didn't need to give me that. B, oh look at substitution, which is great. And E, which was this one, was an elimination reaction, and for that one you could have also told me that it was a dehydration reaction because I'm taking off H2O. Then they say reaction A requires a catalyst, so this is hydrogenation. Remember, you've got to know all your conditions, including what catalysts, etc. And they say write down the name of the catalyst. If you give the symbol, you get it wrong. So for 5.3, you could have given me platinum, or you could have given me nickel. But it has to be the name. All right? Oh, look here. Write down the IUPAC name of compound X. I've almost drawn it, so we know that it's going to do this. That's going to go there. All right. I started with prop. It's going to be prop. All right, that's not going to change. My bromine is on the second one. That means this answer becomes 2-bromopropane. Alright, 2-bromopropane. Don't forget it's all one word. Don't forget the dash. For reaction D here. Write down the type of elimination reaction. So in reaction D, in order to get to propene, I'm taking off a hydrogen and I'm taking off a halogen. So that makes this dehydrohalogenation. Okay, hydrogen, halogen coming off. The type of reaction conditions are heat in the presence of sodium hydroxide and ethanol. Should the base be concentrated or dilute? Well, for elimination, it's got to be concentrated, not dilute. Reaction F. Write down the name of the type of substitution for F. So F is the reaction where I've got compound X becoming an alcohol. It's a substitution reaction. This makes it hydrolysis. Okay, it makes it hydrolysis. The formula of the inorganic reactant, you can either give me H2O or dilute NaOH or KOH, but I have to have dilute. Now be careful. These asked for F, and then I said balance the equation for G. G is this reaction. Alright? And this is what you did. You went, okay, I've got the alcohol. So I know it's OH. And we went fine. I've got a balance. And you saw balanced and you saw structural. And you went, okay. Alright. And it's going to hydrochloric acid. So it needs to be HCl. And then we're going to have CH3, CCl, CH. And you do this. And you get to the end and they go, no, you've made a mistake. You don't get full marks. In fact, we'd take marks off. What did they want? Condensed structural formula. So it needed to be written like this. CH3, CH, OH, CH3. Okay, and you could put the OH in brackets, that's fine. Plus HCl gives me CH3, CHCl, CH3, H2O. That's my condensed structural formula. Please, please be careful. Make sure you read the question. Some of you also wrote this and then gave this and only put a therefore. It's very difficult to see. Cross it out, because that we will mark the first thing written and your marker might miss it. So cross that out so I know exactly what needs to be marked. Okay.